Hey guys, Jesse here. I just got back from a really great rally out in front of Senator Cory Gardner's Denver office. That is Ricky. She is supervising this brief little video here. Really great rally. We had petitions with nearly 20,000 signatures to deliver, and I was lucky enough to be able to go up and deliver those petitions and also speak at the rally. I strung a couple words together and I didn't pass out, so that's always a successful morning. And we had a great chat with the staffer. She was very gracious. We had a bit of confusion trying to get up there to deliver these petitions, and she took us up and met with us. And despite the fact that we have had a lot of problems getting in touch with Senator Gardner's office, both here in Colorado and his office in Washington, we got some good feedback from her. Chiefly, the importance of calling your own representative. Let me spell that, or let me explain this here. So, in the early days of the anti-Betsy DeVos phone calls, their office was getting a lot of phone calls from Washington State or New York saying, we want Cory Gardner to represent Washington's or New York's best interests. Well, that then let their office say that a lot of us are paid protesters. That's where some of that thinking came from. It's so important that we don't hand them that opportunity. So when you call and you're making your 5 phone calls a day, you're calling your own representatives. Let's be very strategic about this. Let's be very smart about how we conduct these resistance efforts, because we don't want to hand them the ability to throw legitimate concerns under the bus by saying, well, 3 of my 100 phone calls today came from out of state, so clearly someone is rallying these people to call us. Let's not give them that opportunity. Let's keep calling our representatives from our area. I know I would really like to have a conversation with one of Mitch McConnell's staffers, but unfortunately, that would kind of undermine Kentuckians' ability to spell out their own concerns. So let's make sure we're just calling our representatives and making it clear that we are their constituents and we have these valid concerns from the same side of the aisle or across the aisle. You're still representing us. One of the other things that she reaffirmed is this concept that the harder it is for you to do, the more they are going to take it seriously. An email, I get it. It's easy. You can fire it off while you're eating lunch or watching TV, sitting on your couch in your sweatpants. It's a really easy action to take, and there is meaning in those actions. Keep doing them if they're convenient for you. But we also have to make sure that we take these bigger actions of delivering petitions to the offices themselves, getting a group of your friends together and scheduling a time with a staffer. These are all really important things that we can do to really drive home these messages. I asked her, how can we make it easier for you to hear what we have to say? And she said, exactly what you're doing, dropping off these petitions, sitting down and talking with us. So I know you got to put on pants to do it. I put on pants today. Hi, Ricky. But it's just what makes the most impact at the end of the day is what we really have to think about doing. When you are putting on pants, I recommend not walking into their offices with a really blatantly their senator shirt. I did not expect to be in the office today. This is from the 2014 campaign. There was a really great haunted house that went along with it. One of my friends was field director for that campaign, so that was her idea, and it was a pretty bang up one. Unfortunately, we ended up with Gardner as our senator, and unfortunately, I ended up in the Senate office today in this shirt. Kind of a long history of ending up in the wrong place in the wrong outfit, but put on pants, go see your staffers. They work for you too. They're taxpayer funded. So go pay them a visit. The importance of what we were doing today, asking Corey to come home. You know, we want to see you, Corey. We want to hear what you have to say. Truly, we do. We want to know what your reasoning is for some of the things you're doing, for some of the decisions that you're making, and we want to hear it unfettered by editing or by, being really reading the teleprompter. Come home and have an honest conversation with us. We're your constituents, and we want to see you. You spend a lot of time on your hair and perfecting that grin, and it'd be great to see it in person. So come home, have some chats with us. It's just really important that we are able to get in contact with you. And that's really what this all boils down to, is access to the people that represent you in this country. So that's kind of what we came out of today with, and we'll continue pushing forward. You can bet that there will be more rallies like this one. So if you weren't able to sneak out on your lunch break to come join us today, we'll have more opportunities. There will be other protests for other issues. We've got a whole host of things that you are able to do. So check it out, and we'll be back, and that's pretty much it for today. So have a good one. Stay engaged. Keep making your phone calls. Bye.